Hello, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. We will start now. In last class, we have started Unit 6, which is on game playing, and we have discussed Minimax search algorithm, which is used for developing a computer program for playing two-player game. And then we have started um, modified version of this minimax algorithm, efficient version of this minimax algorithm called as alpha beta pruning algorithm. So I introduce you basic mechanism which is used in alpha beta pruning. Today we will continue with discussion on alpha beta pruning in first part of our lecture, and in next lecture after a break we will discuss another algorithm which is used in gameplay, that is called as SSS star algorithm. So let us revise what we have discussed in the last class. We have said that this minimax algorithm is a decision making algorithm and used in turn based two player game. The goal of what move maximizer or first player should select, that will be given by this minimax search algorithm. So we have seen that we develop a game tree in minimax search algorithm. Complete game tree has to be developed, and one player we call that as maximizer and another player we call minimizer. So in that game tree we have seen that we have alternate levels. Maximizer and minimizer, they play or they make their moves. So what we do, uh, we use depth first mechanism, DFS mechanism, and explore the complete game tree. At the terminal nodes we have static value returned by static evaluation function, and we use that value to decide on which option maximizer or minimizer should select. So we have seen in minimax search algorithm that generally maximizer starts with root node and chooses a move with maximum score, and then next turn will be minimizer's turn. Minimizer chooses the minimum score. So maximizer tries to maximize the benefit and minimizer will try to minimize the loss. So that's what we have seen, and at the end I told you the disadvantage of this algorithm is that the computation time, eventually each state has to be visited twice, complete game tree has to be explored, so algorithm is slow, and therefore we have modified, we have discussed modified version of this algorithm which is used in most of the two player games like game of chess, called as alpha beta pruning algorithm. In this alpha beta pruning algorithm we have seen that we pass two parameters. One of the parameter is alpha, and another parameter is parameter beta. So basically alpha and beta we pass to the procedure like minimax procedure. So what is alpha parameter? Alpha parameter gives you the best value that a maximizer currently can guarantee at that level, and this beta parameter defines the best value that minimizer can currently guarantee at that particular level. So we define both this alpha and beta values. So alpha, in other words, is the minimal score that a max is guaranteed to attain. So alpha is modified by max. Remember, in alpha beta cutoff, this alpha is modified by max player and beta is modified by mean player, that means opponent. So alpha is the minimal score that a player max is guaranteed to attain. In other words, we can say that the minimum that maximizer can take. Again, I am repeating, alpha value defines the minimum that maximizer can take. And beta is what? Beta is modified by minimizer. Always remember this. And beta is the maximum score that a player max can hope to obtain against a sensible opponent. So in other words, we can say that beta is the maximum that minimizer has to give. We can write it in simple words. What is beta? Is the max value, maximum that minimizer has to give. And alpha is the minimum. Alpha is associated with max player, so it is a minimum that maximizer has to take. Max has, or max can take, instead of as max can take. So since alpha is associated with maximizer, it defines the value, minimum value in worst case that maximizer has to take or I have to take if I am a max player. So you told me last time, in worst case, what is the minimum value that a max can take in worst case? So you told me that is minus infinity. So we initialize alpha with minus infinity, and beta is the maximum that I have to give, that is minimizer has to give. So initially the max value that minimizer in worst case has to give will be beta. What we are going to do eventually in the process, evaluation process, we are going to update values of alpha and beta, and these values of alpha and beta will be used to decide on whether you should proceed or should ignore that particular part of the search tree. So we have seen that alpha value should never decrease, because alpha is initially minus infinity, so it should increase, and beta value should never increase, and we know that this beta initially it is infinity. So in the process, in the updation process, we are going to update the value of beta, so that will decrease. In worst case, it will be infinity. Over a period of time, after updation, value will be lesser than infinity. So alpha will never decrease. So alpha will never decrease. This alpha, value of alpha will be greater than this. That means show this arrow in this way. It will increase, and beta will never increase. That means it should decrease. And also we have seen that alpha value of a node is never less than alpha value of its predecessor, because what is alpha? The minimum that maximizer has to take. So it will be greater than its predecessor. Similarly, beta value of a node, which is initially infinity, should be never greater than beta value of its predecessor, because beta is the maximum that minimizer has to give. Okay, so that leads to the statement. This is important statement: the score of a node will always be no less than alpha and no greater than beta value. So value of a node, score of a node, should be, the score should be greater than alpha and less than beta value. This less than beta and greater than alpha value. Okay. Now these are the two important rules that you will have to follow in this alpha beta pruning. When you should perform alpha pruning, that is rule number 1, and second rule tells you when you should perform beta pruning. Okay. So at any time, alpha should be never greater than or equal to beta. If that is the case, you are going to prune the corresponding branch. Okay. So let us first understand these two rules. Alpha rule or alpha pruning is search can be stopped below any mean node. So alpha pruning is done below the mean node, having beta value less than or equal to alpha value. So if this beta is less than or equal to alpha, you are going to perform alpha pruning. Similarly, beta pruning, search can be stopped below any max node. So beta pruning will be performed below the max node. When if this alpha value is greater than or equal to beta value. So beta pruning is done when alpha is greater than or equal to beta, and alpha pruning will be done below the mean node when beta is less than or equal to alpha. So these two important rules makes your minimax algorithm more efficient, and that saves lot of efforts. Okay, any difficulty up to this? Because last time we have discussed up to this point. So if there is no difficulty, we will proceed further. Now let us try to solve this example with this alpha beta cutoff algorithm. Algorithm works as that of Minimax algorithm, that means by using DFS, it follows the DFS strategy. Okay, so it will start with the root node and move down to the terminal node. Once it reaches to the bottom, calculate the value returned by evaluation function for that terminal node. So algorithm will start with maximizer, then next splice minimizer splice, then next is again maximizer. So because both players they play alternatively. So from D, algorithm will start with A, then move to B, then D, then apply successor function. So that will generate this first terminal node. Value will be returned by the evaluation function. Suppose that value happened to be 3. Okay. There is another option. There are two possible moves this maximizer can make at T. One is whose value is this particular option whose value is 5. So since it's a maximizer node, maximizer will always try to maximize. Okay. But in addition to this, if you compare this algorithm with Minimax algorithm, uh, we are going to assign value of alpha and beta with nodes of this generated game tree. So initially you have started with A. So here value of alpha will be, yes, well, what will be the value of alpha initially?
minus infinity.
Minus infinity.
Correct. Value of alpha will be minus infinity and value of beta therefore infinity.
Infinity.
Because alpha is what? The minimum that this maximizer has to take in worst case. So that value of course will be the smallest value. So one extreme for smallest value is minus infinity. So since DFS you are following, you copy this value down. Alpha will be initialized that with minus infinity and beta is infinity. Then DFS again come to node D. Value of alpha will be minus infinity. Value of beta will be infinity. Then algorithm will evaluate this and that will result in two terminal nodes with value 3 and 5. So since this is a maximizer node, that will modify the value of alpha. Remember always, maximizer will modify the value of, update the value of alpha, and minimizer will update the value of beta. Because again same reason, alpha value is the minimum value that maximizer can take. So that is associated with max node, and beta defines the max value that minimizer has to give in worst case. So that is always associated with minimizer mean node. Now since this D is a maximizer, which option this D will select out of these two? Evaluated values are 3 and 5. So,
5.
right, since it's a maximizer's turn, maximizer will always try to maximize. So maximizer will select this option with value 5. Okay. So value associated with this D will be 5. Now since it's a maximizer, it will update the value of alpha. Now D is getting 5 from this side, okay, and 5 is better than minus infinity, right? Because what is alpha value, alpha is the minimum that I can take, and alpha value will always increase. Remember, alpha will always increase. Initially it is minus infinity, and beta initially that value is infinity, so it will decrease because beta is the maximum that I have to give. So initially, in worst case, we assume that I have to give everything, but over a period of time we are going to modify it based on the current situation. So we will try to reduce the value of beta. Come over here. D is a maximizer node. Value of alpha is minus infinity. At this stage, it is getting 5. 5 is better than minus infinity. So value of alpha will be updated from minus infinity to 5. Okay, understood up to this?
Yes, sir.
Consider this, understand this in two parts. Algorithm works like a minimax algorithm, but along with that, we are going to use values of alpha and beta to prove some of the branches which you don't need to explore. Okay, so that will save a lot of efforts. So at this point, maximizer in minimax algorithm, we would have done the same thing. We would have selected this option with value 5, but along with that here we are assigning the value 5 with alpha also. Now what is this situation? Now backtrack, okay, come to the B. At node B, which is a minimizer node, right now you knew that you are getting 5. Now minimizer always concerned with beta value, the maximum that I have to give. Okay, so minimizer right now knew that it is getting 5. Now 5 is better than infinity, right? Beta will decrease always. So B is getting 5 from this side right now. So 5 is better than infinity. Since it's a minimizer node, it will update the value of beta. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So what will happen? Value of beta will be updated at node B instead of infinity value. Always remember that minimizer is as it is. Backtrack further, but before that, there is one more branch out here. First what you are following, go to the E and then this terminal node. So before that we are going to copy the values that we have. Alpha is minus infinity and beta is 5. Okay, understood this step? Since DFS you are following, at node B right now you are getting 5, but from this side right now we don't know, so we will have to process this part also. So by DFS we are going to move to the node E, which is a maximizer node. What will be the value? Before that you copy value of alpha and beta as it is. So alpha is minus infinity, beta is 5, because you knew these values, and node E is a maximizer node. So what will be the value of E? Which option E will select?
9.
9 in minimax algorithm. Now that is the difference between alpha beta algorithm and minimax algorithm. Since you are following DFS, first what you are going to do, you are going to uh, evaluate the left part of this node E. First you are going to explore or generate this leftmost terminal node whose value happened to be 6. Okay, we don't know this right hand side part right now because DFS you are following, so we have applied successor function that has generated this move and that has resulted in value 6. This is the important part in this algorithm. Now, node E, at node E, uh, E will be knowing that I am getting 6 from this side. If I select this, I am getting 6. It's a maximizer node. Maximizer will update the value of alpha. Alpha value is minus infinity right now. And E is getting 6. 6 is better than this minus infinity. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Since 6 is better than minus infinity, since it's a max node, it will update the value of alpha. So value of alpha will be 6 instead of minus infinity. Now here there is a situation in which we are interested in. Algorithm differs from minimax search algorithm. At any time we have seen, go back to the rule. Okay, what is this node? Max node. Beta pruning will be done. Search can be stopped below any max node having alpha value greater than or equal to beta value of any of its mean ancestors. What is meaning of this? Search you can stop below the max node if alpha is greater than or equal to beta. So same situation out here we have alpha value is 6 and beta value is 5. You are at max node. So here you can stop the search. What will be the effect of that? You are going to stop this and backtrack. So you are going to prune this branch. I will show it in this way, 2 lines, parallel lines. So this node you need not have to explore. So we have not generated this node, and eventually this may connected to the other nodes, and that you need not have to go through. Why this is so? What is alpha? The minimum that I can take. And what is beta? The maximum that I have to give. The minimum that I can take, if it is greater than the maximum that I have to give. Again, I will repeat it. The minimum that I can take is greater than or equal to the maximum that I have to give. So that situation will never arise. Okay. Therefore, pruning you will have to perform. Again, I am repeating, this is important. The minimum that you are willing to take, understand this in this way. The minimum that you are willing to take the minimum that you are willing to take is more than is more than the maximum that other person is willing to give. More than the maximum that the other person is willing to give. Okay, the minimum that you are willing to take is more than the maximum that the person is willing to give. The minimum that you are willing to take is alpha is more than the maximum that other person is willing to give, that is beta, right? That is, you want more than the other person is willing to give. You want more than the other person is willing to give. So what you are going to do in that particular case? if this situation arises, the minimum that you are willing to take is more than the maximum that other person is willing to give. That means you want 100 rupees and other person is willing to give you less than 100. So what you are going to do? Yes? That means here there is a maximizer node. So the minimum that maximizer wants is more than the maximum that other person is willing to give. This maximizer is connected with minimizer, and this beta value you have copied from this. So beta is 5 and alpha is 6 here. So alpha is greater than beta. So what to do in that case? Go back. Rules for alpha beta pruning. Beta pruning you are doing if alpha is greater than or equal to beta. So we are saying here search can be stopped below max node if alpha is greater than or equal to beta. So in that situation you will have to stop the search because value that this E is getting right now is 6. So alpha value of this E node will be 6. So alpha means the minimum that this E is willing to take is more than the maximum that other person is willing to give. That is beta. So alpha is greater than beta. So in that particular case, you have to stop the search. So therefore, I have proved this branch. Revise this part at home again. So what will happen because of this? Lot of energy you can save because this may get connected with the other nodes. So you need not have to generate and evaluate those nodes. Okay. So therefore, now backtrack further. This is the minimizer node. This value of this node E will be 6. Okay. Depth first search. Next step will be now will this value of alpha will change out here? Value of beta will be 5 only. But what about value of alpha? Will it change at B? B is a minimizer node. So whether that value will change?
No, sir.
No. Why? What is the reason?
B is minimizer.
Right. B is a minimizer node. So therefore only value of beta will be updated, which will remain 5. And this value, now you backtrack further, you will reach at node A. At A now you will come to know that you are getting what will the value of B now? Value of B is 5. B is also 5. So at A you will be knowing that A is getting 5 from this side. Okay? Because value of B is 5, because 5 and 6 minimizer node, so minimum is 5. So A is getting 5 from this side, it's a maximizer node. What will happen now? Which value will change? A is a maximizer node, so what value will change?
Beta value.
Maximizer node changes value of
Alpha.
alpha, not beta. Value of alpha. So what will be the value of alpha right now?
6.
Yes, pardon? Alpha value of node A right now
5.
5. Correct. Oh, the reason is because at A right now A knew that I am getting 5 from this side. Okay, because value of B is 5. So since I am getting 5, 5 is better than minus infinity. Go back here. Alpha value increases. Value of alpha is minus infinity, but A is getting, it's a maximizer node, 5 from this side. 5 is better than minus infinity, so value of alpha will be 5. Copy this value down. Alpha is 5, beta is infinity. Alpha is 5, beta is infinity. DFS you are following. Algorithm will reach here. Now this is what? Terminal node with value is 1. Value that has evaluated to 1. It's a max node. So what will happen now? It's a max node.
Beta value.
So which value will be updated? Max node F. Yes.
Alpha value.
Right. Alpha value will be updated. Value of alpha is right now 5, but F is getting 1 from this. So whether you are going to update value of alpha, alpha will always increase, right? So 1 is better than 5. Is it the case? No.
No, sir.
5 is better than 1. So keep this alpha as it is. So algorithm will come to this node. So this will be evaluated, and then this second node also will be evaluated. That happened to be 2. But again 2 is not better than 5, so alpha value will not be updated. F is a max node, So value of f will be, which option f will select out of these two?
2.
Right. Node with value 2. Okay. But alpha value will remain 5. Okay. Then algorithm will come backtrack to node C. Now at node C, which is a minimizer node, minimizer updates the value of beta. It is getting 2 from this side, right? Value of beta is infinity. So whether 2 is better than infinity for beta, beta value will always decrease. So value of f is 2 because f is going to select this node, this option. It's a minimizer. So it is right now at C. C knew that I am getting 2 from this side. Beta is infinity. So whether the value of beta will change now because it's a minimizer node.
Yes, sir.
So what will be the value of beta?
2.
2. Correct. Value of beta will be 2. Why? Because 2 is better than infinity. Beta will always decrease. Okay. Now again same situation has arisen. Alpha is 5 and beta is 2. The minimum, now this is a mid node. Okay. So if it's a mid node, go back. Alpha pruning will take place. Search should be stopped below any mid node having beta value less than or equal to alpha value of any of its max ancestors. So beta value is less than or equal to alpha. So beta is less than alpha here. Beta is 2 and alpha is 5. So alpha pruning will take place. Alpha is greater than beta, that means, or beta is less than alpha. Okay. So what will happen because of that? You did not have to go this side. So prune the corresponding branch. So pruning will take place and this part you did not have to evaluate. So a lot of efforts you can save because of this. So value of C will be 2 and A is a maximizer node. So it is getting 5. So it will not change and this particular move will be selected by the maximizer. If maximizer selects this, then what will happen? This is a minimizer node, it will select D and eventually this particular terminal node will be reached. So maximum benefit that person will get if person selects this particular move. Now why is it so? Let us observe this, why pruning uh, is performed out here. When you are at node C, you knew that you are getting 2 from this side, it's a minimizer node. So if you get 2 or less than 2 from this side or less than 2, then and then only that is useful from C's point of view because it's a minimizer node. Not only that, this minimizer is always connected to the maximizer node. So maximizer is always going to select the max value. Okay, since always minimizer is connected to the maximizer. Maximizer has always associated with alpha value. Okay, so at this stage, at any point, if you find out that the minimum you are willing to take is more than the maximum that person is willing to give. So you need not have to uh, take from that particular person. You need not have to go by that way. I gave you the example of, suppose you want 100 rupees and you have three friends. One friend has rupees 50 with him or her, another friend has rupees 70, and third friend has 150. So naturally you are not going to ask first two friends, you will ask third friend having money greater than 100. Same similar type of situation. So the minimum that I want is more than the maximum that other person is willing to give. If that is the case, I don't take from that person. So that is the proving situation. So what we have done in this alpha beta proving, we have saved this part by proving it. We have not explored this, so that efforts we have saved. Similarly, this part we did not gone through, so we did not explore it, so that efforts are saved. For simplicity purpose, we are considering a very small game tree, but in actual practical game trees, this node will be connected with many nodes, minimizer nodes, and that will be connected with many maximizer nodes. Game trees are very large in most of the cases, so that saves lot of efforts. So therefore, algorithm is efficient by using this lookalike strategy than that of minimax search algorithm. If you have any difficulty in tracing this minimax alpha beta cutoff algorithm, we can discuss it right now. Have you understood the process? If no, let me know so that I can explain it again. Then you will be working on developing game programs. That time you will have to use such a technique. Yes?
Sir,
Pardon?
sir, for node D, why we choose 5?
Node D.
Yes, sir, by DFS it will first go to 3.
Right, correct. It will go to node, this terminal node 3. Now it's a terminal node, so it will backtrack. Value is 3. Okay, so value of D, alpha value of D will be 3 because it will update the value of alpha. ठीक है, 3 is better than minus infinity. बराबर है.
Yes, sir.
Then by DFS again it will move to this node, second node.
Yes, sir.
DFS you are saying, no, it has to go to second node also. So that node will be evaluated. That will come out. Suppose value has come out 5. Now 5 is better than 3. 5 is better than 3. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Initially alpha value was 3. Uh, Good question. Initially value of alpha was 3. That time we were not knowing this part. So we backtrack and find, we have search, is there a successor function which can be applied on this? Yes, there is. So that has generated this node, and after generating this node, don't worry about, this is given to you that there are two options with D. So after first option, your algorithm come to know that another successor function can be applied here, which has generated this terminal node, and value of that terminal node is 5. Maximizer node, so it will update the value of alpha. Value of alpha was 3, but 5 is better than 3 because alpha always increase. Therefore, from 3 we have updated that value to 5. I have skipped that step. Directly I have written 5. That intermediate step is there. Initially it will be 3, but then you backtrack. You will come over here. That value is 5. 5 is better than 3, so value of alpha is 5. So DFS only we are following. Then you go to B, you update the value of beta, copy these two values here. DFS you are applying, you come here, okay, from E to this node with value 6. Then that will update the value of alpha. Okay, before moving further, applying another successor function, algorithm come to know that alpha is greater than beta. So beta pruning took place. So you did not have to go further. So therefore here we have performed pruning. So why it is, again I am explaining. Why you did not have to go through this particular path. Beforehand how we came to know that. E is a maximizer node. Maximizer will always find out interested in maximum value. So you may say that why not this 9? But see, always maximizer is connected with minimizer, right? Its predecessor is minimizer node. Okay, so here the value is 6 and you got this beta value from this. So although here suppose we would have considered this particular path, then value of E would have been 9. What move this B would have been selected in that case? Still 5. Why? Because it is a minimizer node. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So at this stage itself, since I came to know that whatever values I am getting from this side, these values are greater than what this B is getting from this side. It's a minimizer node, so it's useless to go further. Therefore, you can prune this. Because of this alternate minimizer and maximizer terms. Am I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Any other question? And the same game tree simplified version I have shown out here. So here pruning out here, pruning. What is this pruning? Below maximizer node, what we call it? Below maximizer node, go back. Below max, beta pruning. So this is called as beta pruning. Right? And below mean it is alpha pruning.
Alpha.
This is called as alpha pruning. So sometimes there is a question that how many alpha cuts will be there and how many beta cuts will be there. So after performing the alpha beta cutoff algorithm, then you count number of alpha cuts and number of beta cuts. So in this case, one alpha cut and one beta cut we have performed. So below max node, always remember beta cut. Below min node, there is a alpha cut. So ultimately the result of execution of this algorithm will be that maximizer A will select this option. A has two options. So beforehand, before making a move, A has performed some algorithm calculations and come to know that by alpha beta that I should make this move so that maximum benefit I will get. So if I make this move, minimizer will make one of these two. So what move minimizer will make? This D, of course, because minimizer is playing, both players they are playing optimally. So minimizer is also intelligent. Minimizer will select a node with less value, heuristic value. So 5. So although minimizer has played intelligently, now it's maximizer turn. Maximizer will select this particular option. So maximum score achieved by maximizer will be 5. So that is the best move that he or she can make. So if you have understood, let us this I have shown this solution path. Okay, uh, purple color will be the solution path. So let us try to evaluate this game tree by using alpha beta cutoff algorithm by yourself. So how to start with? I will give you little bit hint. Initially, uh, since it's alpha beta cutoff algorithm, you need not have to completely generate this game tree. But since we are solving a problem that therefore we should know because successor functions and that all we have not defined. Uh, so therefore complete game tree directly I have given. But how the algorithm will start? What will be the first step? Initialize values of alpha and beta. So value of alpha will be
Minus infinity.
Minus infinity.
minus infinity and beta will be plus infinity. Copy down alpha minus infinity, beta is infinity. Alpha is minus infinity, beta is infinity. Alpha is minus infinity, beta is infinity. Others we will do afterwards. Now what will happen? It's a minimizer node, right? DFS you are performing, it's a minimizer node. So it will get 5, it will update the value of beta. Okay, am I right?
Yes, sir.
So it will update the value of beta. Beta is infinity. It is getting 5 from this. So 5 is better than infinity. Beta value will always
Decrease.
beta value will always decrease from infinity. We want least value, and alpha value will always increase.
Increase.
Initially, that is minus infinity. So this minimizer is getting 5. Is it better than beta infinity value?
Yes, sir.
Yes, 5 is better than infinity, so beta will change. It is 5. Then it will come to this. Every time now you should check whether alpha is greater than or equal to beta or not. Huh? Remember that. So alpha is not greater than or equal to beta. Move further. It will come out here. Otherwise, what would have happened if alpha is greater than beta? We would have proved this branch. But that is not the case. So algorithm will come out here. Value is 6. So it's a minimizer node. It is getting 6. So whether 6 is better than 5? Beta will always decrease?
No, sir.
No. Right? So beta will remain 5. Value of this node will be 5. Now what to do? You go back, backtrack. Now this node is a maximizer node. Okay, maximizer will maximize, will update the value of alpha. Alpha is minus infinity. It is getting 5 from this, right? Alpha, this maximizer is getting 5. 5 is better than alpha value, previous
Yes,
alpha
sir.
value. Alpha will increase. So of course 5 is better than this. So value of alpha will be 5. Right? Alpha will be updated out there. Copy that value down. Alpha is 5, beta is infinity. So this is a minimizer node. Update value of beta. If am I correct up to this?
Yes, sir.
Now what will happen? It will come over here. First terminal node, right? Uh, Value is 7. Update the value of beta. Whether 7 is better than infinity, beta decreases.
Yes.
Yes. So value of beta will be 7. Shall I write values 5 out here right now?
No, sir.
No, correct. Because right now we don't know what is getting from this side. Right? Right now we know that it is getting 5, but we don't know what maximizer will get from this side. So don't fix that value. It's a maximizer node. If it gets greater than 5, it will take that value. Otherwise, that value will be 5. Okay. Then it will backtrack and come over here. The value is 4. Every time you are making sure that alpha is not greater than or equal to beta. Alpha is not greater than or equal to beta. So you move here. Value is 4. 4 is better than 7.
Yes, sir.
Yes, beta will decrease. So value of beta will be 4 now. Okay. Still alpha now. Look at this. Alpha is greater than beta
Yes, sir.
at this stage. Now since alpha is greater than beta, that situation has arisen. Proving will take place and you need not have to proceed further. So this will be proved. Okay. Uh, then what to do? What value this node will have?
4.
4.
4. Correct. Then what value this node next node will have?
5.
5, because it is getting 4 from this. 5 is better than 4. Now come to backtrack further by DFS. Minimizer node. Minimizer is getting 5 from this. So which value will be updated here?
Beta.
Beta.
Right? Value of beta is infinity. It is getting 5 from this. 5 is better than infinity. So value of beta will be 5. Right? Shall I write 5 here?
No, sir.
No. Correct. Because we don't know what we will get from this side. Only we knew that we are getting 5 from this. So don't fix that value. If you get less than 5, then you will get. You will be happy to get it. Right? But if it is greater than 5, you are not going to take. Right? Because it's a minimizer node. Minimizer has 5 right now. Okay. If it gets less than 5, it will be happy to get from this side. Otherwise, no. So right now we don't know. Go down. Copy down the value. Alpha is minus infinity. Beta is 5. alpha is minus infinity, beta is 5. Now it's a minimizer node. Tell me what will happen.
Beta value will change to 3.
Right, correct. Beta decreases. It's a minimizer node. It is getting 3 from this. So 3 is better than 5. So beta value will be 3. Okay. Then the value of this node will be 3. So this maximizer is getting 3 from this. It will update the value of alpha. Alpha is
Yes,
minus
sir.
infinity. So will it change the value of alpha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, alpha increases. So 3 is better than minus infinity. So value of alpha will be 3. Value of this node will be 3. There is no other option. It is getting 3 from this. Okay. Then backtrack. So this is a minimizer node. Okay. It will update the value of beta. Beta is 5. It is getting 3. So 3, is it better than 5?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. So value of beta will be 3.
3.
It's a minimizer node. So value of this node will be 3.
3.
3.
Correct. What will happen after this? Now backtrack further. It's a maximizer node. It is getting 3 from this side. So it will update the value of alpha. Alpha is minus infinity. It is getting 3. So is it better than minus infinity?
Yes, sir.
Yes, because alpha increases, right? So value of alpha will be 3 here. Copy these values down. Alpha is 3, beta is infinity. Okay. Here also you can copy. Come down. Alpha is 3, beta is infinity. Alpha is 3, beta is infinity. What will happen out here? It's a minimizer node. Update the value of beta. It is getting 6 from this. So what will be the value of beta?
6.
6 is better than infinity, right? So value will be 6. Value of this node is 6. Okay. Go back. It's a maximizer node. Update the value of alpha. Alpha is 3. It is getting 6 from this. So what will happen?
Alpha value 6.
Alpha value will change. 6 is better than 3. So value of alpha will be 6. Shall I write 6 here?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No. Because we don't know what we are getting from this side right now. Go down. We'll write the value of alpha. Alpha is 6. Beta is infinity. It's a minimizer node. Come down. Evaluate this. That value is 6. It will update the value of beta. So what will be the value of beta?
6.
6.
6, correct, because beta always decreases. 6 is better than infinity. Now alpha is 6 and beta is 6. Same situation we are in. Alpha is greater than or equal to beta.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Now since this is the case, what I should do?
Pruning.
Prune. So alpha pruning will take place. Pruning, you need not have to go down. Okay, value of this node will be 6. So this you need not have to evaluate. Uh, this is 6. This is maximizer. Update the value of alpha. So it is 6. Need not have to change. What will be the value of this node now?
6.
6. No problem, right? This minimizer is getting 6 from this. It will update the value of beta. What is beta? Infinity. So what will be the new value of beta?
6.
6 is better than infinity, right? Correct. Copy these values down. Now alpha is not greater than beta. See, 3 and 6. So go down. Alpha is 3, beta is 6. Alpha is 3, beta is 6. Go down, minimizer node. Yes, tell me what to do now. Yes, what to do now?
It will not select 7.
It will come down, evaluate this. Value is 7. Okay. It will update the value of beta. Beta is 6, but beta decreases. So 6 is better than 7. But minimizer node, only one option it has. Value associated with this node will be 7. Beta will not be updated. Understood this part? It has to select this, right? Because this is the terminal node, one of the terminal node. Value of beta will not be updated. It has only one option, but that option will be selected. Understood this part? Value of a node is different than that of alpha and beta values. Always remember. Shall I move further?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what will happen after this? It will backtrack. Now this maximizer node, it is getting 7 from this side. It will update the value. What value it will update?
Alpha.
Alpha. Alpha is 3. It is getting 7 from this. So what will happen? 7 is better than 3. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, alpha increases, right? So alpha will change from 3 to 7. It is getting value of this node will be 7. Now there is no other node, otherwise we would have proved it. It is getting 7 from this. What will happen? This is a minimizer node. What minimizer will update? Beta value is 6. It is getting 7. So 7 is better than 6. Beta decreases.
No, no.
No. Right? So value associated with this node will be 6. Beta value will not change.
6.
Correct. Now this is connected with go back, backtrack, maximizer node, update the value of alpha. Alpha, this node is getting 6 from this and it was getting 3 from this. So 6 is better than 3 from maximizer's point of view.
Yes.
Yes, so it will update the
Yes.
value of alpha. Alpha will be 6. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So copy this value down. Alpha is 6, beta is infinity. Alpha is 6, beta is infinity. Alpha is 6, beta is infinity. Okay. Now minimizer node, it is getting 5. Update
Beta
the value
value
of beta.
updated.
5 is better than infinity, so value of beta will be 5. Value of this node is 5. This maximizer node, it is getting 5 from this. It will update the value of alpha. Alpha always increases. It has already 6, but 6 is better than 5, so alpha will not be updated, but value of this node will be 5.
5.
Backtrack. Shall I write this 5 value here?
No, sir.
No.
No.
Because although I know that I am getting 5, I don't know what I will get from this side.
I
Okay, if I get less than this, then I will be happy to take it. Otherwise, no. But I don't know right now. Uh, this is a minimizer node. It is getting 5 from this. It will update the value of beta, right? So what will be the new value of beta now?
5.
5. Now again we have in the same situation, we are in the same situation where pruning takes place. Alpha is greater than 5, right?
Yes, sir.
So I need not have to go down. So I will not evaluate these nodes. So these nodes will not be evaluated. Okay. So that has saved a lot of our energy. You will get same solution as that of minimax search, but with less efforts in alpha beta cutoff algorithm. Okay. So what will be the value of this node?
5.
5, right? This node is getting, maximizer is getting 5 from this. It is already getting 6 from this. So will it update the value of alpha?
No. No, sir.
No, because 6 is better. Okay, so keep that value as it is. So that completes tracing of this alpha beta cutoff algorithm. Now let us find out what is the result. Value of this node is therefore 6. Therefore, uh, you are going to select which node? Maximizer will select this particular option. Okay, then this, and then this. This is the solution path. So if maximizer selects this, minimizer will select this, then maximizer will select this or this, and then minimizer will select this. This is the best that we can do. So how many alpha cutoffs are there?
2.
Alpha cutoff is always below the min node, right? 3 alpha
3
cutoffs.
alpha.
3 alpha cutoffs. And beta cutoffs? There is no beta cutoff. All cutoffs are alpha cutoffs. How many nodes? Suppose this is a complete game tree. How many nodes have to be evaluated? Otherwise, in minimax algorithm, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Total nodes are 14. Had it been the case of minimax algorithm, it would have evaluated all those 14 nodes. But if we apply alpha beta cutoff algorithm, then you need to evaluate only how many nodes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 nodes. Okay, that much saving we have done. Understood the difference between minimax and alpha beta algorithm in terms of its efficiency?
Yes, sir.
Any question on this? So same thing I have shown here, out here in this diagram, alpha cutoffs, 3 alpha cutoffs. Okay. So let us analyze this algorithm. This alpha beta pruning has number of advantages in terms of space and time complexity if you compare that with Minimax algorithm. Okay. Uh, so we get impression that this is the best that we can do. In fact, it may not be. In addition, it does not solve all of the problems associated with original Minimax algorithm. So you find out what uh, uh, additional modifications we can do so that we can make it more efficient even than that of alpha beta pruning algorithm. Had it been the case of Minimax algorithm, now let us find out how the evaluation would have taken place. I remove all this. Had it been the case of Minimax algorithm, tell me what move this minimizer will select? Hurry up.
5.
5. It will go from bottom level to the root node. Here
4.
4,
4. Here
3,
1. 6 as it is.
6,
Here
6,
6.
7.
7, 5,
5.
5.
Here
8,
8.
8,
8.
6.
6,
6. Now come to the next level. Here max node
5.
5,
5.
5,
5.
3.
3,
3.
6.
6.
6,
7.
5.
5.
5,
Here
8,
8.
maximizer, sorry, 8. Correct. Then minimizers fly
3,
3.
6,
Here 6. 5.
5,
Now maximizer
6.
6.
6,
See again, same solution we got. In case of alpha beta also we got the same. Here also we arrived at the same solution. What is the difference? In Minimax algorithm, you have evaluated all these terminal nodes. So complete game tree has to be generated and evaluated. That's not the case in alpha beta cutoff algorithm. So all 14 terminal nodes you have evaluated in Minimax algorithm. In alpha beta cutoff algorithm, we have evaluated only 9 nodes because these nodes you need not have to evaluate. Okay, understood the difference? Any question on this? So let us come to the disadvantages, problems with this also, this algorithm. Still improvements are possible. Evaluations of the utility of nodes are usually not exact, but crude estimates of value of position and as a result of large errors could be associated with them. Okay, utility means utility value of the terminal nodes. Okay, so evaluation of this utility values of the nodes usually they are not exact because you use some function there, heuristic function. These are estimates. Okay, and our whole functioning of alpha beta is based on that. So if our uh, function use, utility function use is not appropriate, then you may not be able to achieve that efficiency. We assume that the player will always choose the best possible move for his situation. we assume that both players they play optimally. Sometimes it is possible that one uh, player may make a poor move, right? If the evaluation function is not good, that is possible. Okay, so that is the another problem. It is in most cases not feasible to search the entire game tree. A depth limit needs to be set. If your search tree is very large, depth is very large, so still you can have improvement in that by limiting the depth. The example of that is the problem game go, which has the branching factor of 360 factorial. See, huge branching factor. Even with alpha beta pruning algorithm, one cannot look ahead more than 3 or 4 moves deep in the game tree. So in that particular case, even alpha beta cutoff will not give you the efficient solution. So the solution to this is you have to limit the depth. So depth limited search you can apply out there. DFID algorithm we have discussed. So that kind of mechanism can be applied. Now it is designed, this alpha beta is designed to select a good move, but also calculate the values of all legal moves. The better method may be to use what is called utility of a node expansion. By this, a good search algorithm could select a node that had high utility to expand. That will eventually lead to faster decision by searching through smaller decision space. So that will further improve the efficiency of this algorithm. The extension of those abilities would be use another technique called as goal directed reasoning. This is the another option that you can have. This technique focuses on having certain goal in mind, like capturing the queen in chess. So far, no one has successfully combined these techniques into a full functional system. So right now, we don't have an algorithm which incorporates all this, but these are the possibilities where people they are working on.